Hey, friends. I thought considering the revelations and some of the recent emails that we've read, that it would be interesting to revisit the goddess emails. I don't think we've talked much about those since the initial lives that End of the Weeds and I were first doing after we got the document. So, especially now that we know, assuming that it's true, and Gypsy definitely sounded like she was trying to cover her ass there, which is the only reason why I'm inclined to believe it because we know she'll lie about anything. So if we believe that it's true in those recent emails that I read yesterday, that she was investigated at one point because you're technically not supposed to ask people for money. These goddess emails were going on in September, August, etc. of 2023. And it shows the pattern that Gypsy just don't give a damn about what the rules are if she thinks she can get by with it. We've seen that a lot since she got out of prison. We saw that a lot on her parole. But yeah, it's a real pattern. So, for my usual disclaimer, real quick, I'm no longer showing the emails on screen because YouTube flagged me, their AI flagged me for reused content because the emails are so popular. So, I'm not risking that. I will put a link in the description to Into the Weeds Google Drive of the emails so you can follow along if you like. We're starting on page 1. These emails were obtained legally through a Freedom of Information Act request under the Missouri Sunshine Law. All prisoner communications are subject to Freedom of Information Act requests. Something I find interesting about this is it seems like the way that this document was put together was a choice because it's completely out of order. It's not in order by dates, it's not in order by recipient. I mean, it's not in order by sender because we find chunks of emails grouped together to and from the same sender in different random dates, and then another chunk of them hundreds of pages later. That being said, it kind of seems like putting the goddess emails at the very front on page 1 was a real choice by them. What do y'all think? You think they wanted us to see these first? Okay, so these are kind of out of order. I will try to keep some sense to them, obviously, but this first week's worth or so are all in August 2023. Outbound from Gypsy. 65 was good. Intense action. Outbound from Gypsy. Can you send me a picture of you? Inbound to Gypsy. Now, this is in response to a request Gypsy made, and the request email is way on down several pages because, like I said, the dates are all out of order. So I just wanted to break in and say that, but we will get to it. I don't know where it's at right at the moment to go to it. So this is inbound to Gypsy. Hi, Goddess. Yes. Hi, Goddess Gypsy. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Praying hands. I will send $50 a week. Thank you, my goddess. Smiley. You made me so happy. Not sure what the best day would be. Monday, so you have money for the week, or Friday, so you have money for the weekend. What do you think, goddess? Thank you for letting me take care of you. This means so much to me. Heart, love your obedient servant, blank. Outbound from Gypsy. What are your plans for the week? Outbound from Gypsy. Fridays would be best, I think. Thank you so much. Smiley. Have you seen any other good movies lately? Inbound to Gypsy. Hi, goddess. Friday sounds good to me too. No plans. May go out to dinner with my friends. We usually go out once a week. Really want to see the Flash movie, but it's not free yet. I watched a movie called Parallel. It was pretty good. Inbound to Gypsy. Good morning, goddess. Did it ever stop raining there? Any plans today? Do you have a job there? Love, your obedient servant, blank. Inbound to Gypsy. Hi, Goddess Gypsy. I used to watch that show a long time ago and then started watching a little recently. A good show. I always like the endings. LOL. Outbound from Gypsy. I know I love when they play a song at the end in the spirit of whoever was murdered, their soul is at peace. I always get sappy. LOL. I'm breaking in here to say, man, y'all, you think if Gypsy had any sense, she would never, ever reference matricide, murder, anything like that, in those parodies that she's been doing lately. I don't find them funny, I don't think Gypsy's that clever, but I wouldn't find them disturbing if she would stop mentioning her crime in them. If she'd stop mentioning her crime in them, it would just be like, "Oh, whatever, Gypsy's doing one of her clapbacks, keep making content." But, yeah, she makes it creepy. She has to make everything creepy, y'all. It makes it feel like she wants it to stay in people's mind as much as she says she wants to move on from it. I don't get that actual feeling. What do y'all think? Am I right or am I reaching? Inbound to Gypsy. Me too. I get a little sappy at the end too, goddess. LOL. It's a beautiful day today. Clean and vacuum the pool. Today's summer goes so fast. Probably going to close it in 2 weeks. Outbound from Gypsy. How is your day going? Inbound to Gypsy. Hi goddess. Day is good. Had to drive my friend around. He just had knee surgery. Took him to therapy, then went to lunch and took him shopping. The sun just came out here, getting hot. LOL. Do you watch 90 Day Fiancé? Missed it Monday. I'm gonna find it and watch it. Was Big Ed on it? Outbound from Gypsy. It is 1 a.m. and I can't sleep. Unsure face. I just keep tossing and turning, so I clicked on the TV watching an older show called Cold Case. I wonder what episode she was watching, y'all. Outbound from Gypsy. Yes, Big Ed is in it with Liz, and so is Jovi and Yara. It was interesting for sure. Lots of drama. LOL. We know Gypsy loves drama. Inbound to Gypsy. Hi, Goddess Gypsy. I sent the $50 I owe you every Friday. Heart. I hope you are pleased with me. Big smiley face. No, I didn't get to see 90 Day Fiancé yet. Outbound from Gypsy. Thank you. Yes, I am pleased. Smile. I am getting spoiled. LOL. Outbound from Gypsy. I am working on writing my life story in a book. My book proposal has been submitted to different publishers for review, and I have some good prospects. Smile. Outbound from Gypsy. Good afternoon. It's Friday. Did you get to watch 90 Days yet? Inbound to Gypsy. Wow, goddess. Wow, that sounds amazing. Star Eyes, make sure you don't give too much info out or talk about it to anyone. You never know who's listening and scheming. You should have no problem telling your story. It's unique. People will be interested. Sounds amazing, goddess. It's interesting. That this person is warning her. You never know who's listening. Outbound from Gypsy. You don't have to worry about that. I keep close to home, you know. Outbound from Gypsy. I did sleep better. Thank you. Today I will go work out in the gym in the recreation building and try to get some exercise for the day. I was going every day and then I slacked off. It's time to get back into the swing again. LOL. Inbound to Gypsy. Good morning, Goddess. Hi, Goddess Gypsy. Good morning. Heart, hope you had a better night's sleep last night. Can't wait until tomorrow when I get to send you money. I'm so excited. I definitely won't be able to sleep tonight. Inbound to Gypsy. Hi, Goddess. Good morning, Goddess. I sent you $50 this morning. Heart, couldn't sleep last night. Was too excited with the thought of sending my Goddess her weekly gift. Heart, Fridays take so long to come. I can't believe I have to wait another 7 days before I get to please my Goddess again. Smiley, your obedient servant. Blank. Outbound from Gypsy. Thank you. Today I'm meeting up with my two best gal pals and hang out. Smiley. Outbound from Gypsy. Good evening. Can't wait for tonight. I'm excited to see Big Ed. LOL. Inbound to Gypsy. Hi, Goddess. Good morning, my beautiful Goddess. How are you? Sorry, I missed writing you yesterday. Was running around. My friend had knee surgery and I've been driving him to doctor's appointments and shopping. So, how was your weekend? Any good movies? Did you meet up with your friends? Love your servant, blank. Outbound from Gypsy. Yes, I had met up with my friend blank. She has a similar case to mine. However, she was sentenced as a juvenile at 17. She is 34 now. I really keep a small group of friends. Normally, I keep to myself. I am about to watch the new movie Dungeons and Dragons on my tablet. Thank you for the dollars you sent me. Smile. I'll let you know what I think of it. Outbound from Gypsy. How are you doing? Outbound from Gypsy. I had to delete and remake the Facebook page, so you have to like it again. It is under the Gypsy Rose Blanchard page with a pic of me. Nothing has been added to it. I just had to make some technical changes, like the name of the page. That is all. Outbound from Gypsy. Can you send me maybe $30 today for movies on my tablet, please? Wow. Yeah, she never ever stopped asking people for money, y'all. And we know she didn't after she got out either. Inbound to Gypsy. My goddess. Hi, my goddess. Heart, I sent you $30. Hope you're okay. Thank you for letting me send you money and referring to me as your loyal servant again. Heart, makes me so happy, goddess. I will send money whenever you ask. I want to be the best servant you own, goddess. Outbound from Gypsy. Thank you. At least I'll have movies to watch while in quarantine. Smile. Inbound to Gypsy. Hi, Goddess. Just saw a commercial. American Horror Story starts on the 20th. Smile. Glad you can watch some movies, Goddess. I had COVID 2 times. Bad cough. Masked smile. Hope you feel better. Love your servant. Blank. Heart. Inbound to Gypsy. Hi, Goddess. Hi, Goddess Gypsy. I know it's Sunday and you won't get my message until Monday, but I couldn't wait. LOL. Smile. If you like the movie 65, I watched it again so I could be doing the same thing as you this weekend. Hope you got the money I sent. Your obedient servant. Blank. Heart. Okay, here it is. It wasn't too far down. Here's where Gypsy asked the question, and this was on August 5th, 2023. Outbound from Gypsy. Blank. I have a question. How would you feel about sending me $50 once a week on any day of your choice? That way I don't have to ask because I hate asking. I am kind of a prideful person who hates admitting that I need to be taken care of. Hope to hear from you soon. Smile. What are y'all thinking about that? She is absolutely shameless, isn't she, y'all? Inbound to Gypsy. Yes, yes, I saw 65. It's really good, goddess. Heart. Inbound to Gypsy. Hi, my goddess. Hi, goddess Gypsy. I sent $50. I hope this pleases my goddess. Heart. I've seen shows about you on TV for a while, but saw one recently. They interviewed you, and you are such a beautiful goddess, all grown, a beautiful woman. So I wrote you a letter and prayed you responded. A lot of praying, lol. I hope that's all okay, goddess Gypsy. Love your obedient servant, blank. Heart eyes. Have a great weekend. Outbound from Gypsy. I'm going to watch the new movie called 65. Have you seen it? Outbound from Gypsy. Yes, please send $50 for the weekend. Thank you. XOX. Outbound from Gypsy. May I ask what it is about me that interests you so much? How did you hear about me? Outbound from Gypsy. Thank you. Talk to you Monday. Smile. Inbound to Gypsy. Thank you, goddess. Thank you, goddess. Heart. I like all kinds of music, but not really country. LOL. Love 60s and 70s rock and their 80s dance music. What are you going to watch this weekend? Do you need your obedient servant to send you money for the weekend? If so, is $50 good or do you need me to send more? I will do whatever you want. I know I am so lucky to serve a goddess. Love your obedient servant. Blink. Inbound to Gypsy. Thank you, Goddess Gypsy. Thank you, Goddess Gypsy. Star Eyes. I'm so happy you're allowing me to write as often as I want. Enjoy your nap and have a great weekend. Outbound from Gypsy. I got your photo. You have a nice smile. Smile. What kind of music do you like? I have many songs on my tablet, everything from 60s to today's pop. I like country as well. Outbound from Gypsy. It's totally fine how much you write. The emails are only delivered Monday through Friday and not on a Saturday and Sunday. It hasn't rained for a week here. It's a good day for napping. LOL. Inbound to Gypsy. Hi, Goddess. Hi, Goddess Gypsy. I uploaded a photo, not sure if it will go through. I keep having to resize it smaller. LOL. Inbound to Gypsy. Hi, Goddess. Hi, Goddess Gypsy. Sorry I write to you so often. I just think about you all the time. If you want me to write less, just let me know. I've never got to talk with a true goddess before, and it's overwhelming. Heart eyes. Love your obedient servant. Blink. Outbound to Gypsy. Or I'm sorry, outbound from Gypsy. Aw, thank you. I am flattered and pleased. Oh my God, I know, right? Big Ed was the one I did enjoy watching, though. My father worked on the same boat as Jovi. They worked on this for the same company, too. Are you going to watch the new 90-Day Resort, 90-Day Last Resort? It's starting this month on the 14th on TLC. Outbound from Gypsy. Great, we can watch it together. Thank you. Inbound to Gypsy. You're welcome. Yes, I'm going to watch it. We will have something to talk about. LOL. Anytime you tell me to, I will send you money, my goddess. Heart, I will do whatever you tell me to. Love your obedient servant. Blink. Inbound to Gypsy. Hi, goddess. Hi, goddess Gypsy. I used to watch Ghost Hunters. I didn't realize it's on again. I'll have to check it out. I also was watching 90 Day Fiancé when Big Ed was on it. I never understood why the girls liked him so much. LOL. I sent $50. I hope this pleases you, goddess Gypsy. I want to be a good, loyal servant for you and send you money anytime you tell me to. You are so beautiful, Goddess Gypsy. Love, hearts. Love your loyal servant. Blank. Outbound from Gypsy. Yes, I can watch TV anytime. Smile. I love supernatural stuff too. I like Ghost Hunters on the Travel Channel, 90 Day Fiancé on TLC, and Married at First Sight on Lifetime. Basically, all you can do for me is send me dollars because that is all I'm allowed. I like to be financially secure to buy the things I need and want. It makes my time in here more comfortable and feel more loved. We have commissary pickup every Monday, and we are allowed to purchase so many things like ice cream, clothes, shoes. Also, I have a tablet and can buy movies and music and games. Smile. New release movies are 11.29 and older ones are around I think that says $6. It's a little bit cut off. Yeah, so for all of us who've been wondering, holy hell, like why is her prison sentence so much like a college dorm? We know a little more there that I kind of forgot. She can buy games on her tablet too, in addition to movies and music. Also, I find her language funny. I wonder if she got someone to look up for her some FIND0M normal tactics, financial domination normal tactics, because that's what she's doing here. Make no mistake. FIND0M, financial domination, is kind of a controversial aspect of BDSM, even among people who don't consider BDSM itself controversial. I mean, I don't. If it's consenting adults not hurting anybody, do what you feel good. At the same time, it's always a little disturbing to me that someone would get pleasure out of just, basically almost bankrupting themselves for someone else without getting any much else that I can tell really out of it. It seems exploitative. It seems like the pay pigs might have mental issues. I don't know anything about it other than that. A couple of ladies have been in my comments and told me they could explain more about it. And I said, "You're welcome to email me. We could go over some questions." But I haven't gotten any emails yet. So yeah, it disturbs me because it feels like this is someone not mentally sound being exploited, but I don't know that. But we know that Gypsy has a history of doing that because of Nick. It fits her pattern. And we know that Gypsy claims that what she's doing is against the rules and that she'd already been investigated for this once. So either she made up a story about that or she just doesn't care about the rules. The reason I tend to believe that she did get investigated and just doesn't care about the rules is because that also fits Gypsy's pattern. We've seen her do the same things over and over again and just not care about the rules. Anyway, sorry, that's enough of my rambling commentary. I'll get back to the emails. Inbound to Gypsy. Hi, Goddess Gypsy. Hi, Goddess. Sorry I took so long to respond. It won't happen again. Sad face. Yes, I watch sports. I watch football. I'm a big New York Jets fans. As far as TV, I like supernatural stuff and sci-fi. Also, Halloween is coming and I love scary movies. Do you get to watch TV whenever you want? What do you like? Let me know if you need anything. I sent you some stamps last week. If you need more, let me know. Anything you want, sexy goddess. Your obedient servant. Blank heart. Outbound from Gypsy. Do you watch any TV? Do you like sports? Outbound from Gypsy. Thank you so much. I had a great day with my friends. They made me little cards with hand drawn characters and a cake made out of cookies. LOL. Inbound to Gypsy. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, goddess. Have a great day. Inbound to Gypsy. Hi, goddess. Wow, I can't believe I get to talk to you. I'm so lucky. Heart. I love cats. Always have cats. I have an orange cat now, but he attacks me for some reason. I have two grown children, a 24-year-old daughter, a 29-year-old son, also a 6-year-old grandson. He's so cute. LOL. You are so beautiful. If you ever travel to New Jersey, let me know, goddess. Please. Love. Heart. Blank. Also gonna try to send you some stamps. Yeah, so that's the one where we realized that this is a older person that she's talking to. Initially, Amber thought she saw something that indicated that this was an older lady, a grandmother, but I think that she might have misread something because we've never been able to find anything again that says that. So, we don't actually know the gender. Some people suspect that it's a man based on the fact that he says he's into old cars. That doesn't necessarily indicate anything to me. I'm into old cars, y'all. I used to street race a little bit back in the day, like 20 years ago. Okay, outbound from Gypsy. Thank you so much. Smile. Do you have any pets or children? I love animals, especially cats. LOL. I always had cats growing up, but I do like dogs too. Living a boring life actually sounds really nice. I've never been to New Jersey. I might travel around someday though. I want to see all of America and its beauty. Y'all, as we know, she was married to Ryan at this time, but I bet in her head she had a whole scenario where what if she moved to New Jersey with this older guy, swim in his pool? What if she was a step grandma? Ugh. Inbound to Gypsy. Hi, Goddess. Hi, Goddess Gypsy. I sent $50 for your birthday. Happy birthday. I live in New Jersey. I'm actually retired. I used to work for the New York subway system, but I retired a few years ago. I am Italian. I'm 59 years old. I'm into old cars and I have two Mustangs. I like going to amusement parks. There's a lot of them in New Jersey, LOL. Just like the atmosphere at amusement parks, don't really go on rides anymore. Love going out to dinner. Besides that, I'm pretty boring. Have a great birthday, Goddess Gypsy. Love your loyal admirer. Blank heart. Outbound from Gypsy. So tell me about yourself. What are your interests? What do you do for work? Outbound from Gypsy. Aw, that is very kind of you. You decide what you want to send to me. The only thing people can send is dollars because where I am, other gifts are not allowed. Frowny face. I appreciate it. My birthday is blank. I turned 32. Smile. Inbound to Gypsy. Hi. Wow, so shocked and excited you responded. Thank you, my goddess, Gypsy. This is a dream come true. I want to be one of your loyal admirers more than anything. Heart. Happy birthday, my goddess. Let me know what I should send for your birthday dollars. What day is your birthday? Blank. Outbound from Gypsy. Thank you. You're right. I am a goddess. Do you like being talked to like a loyal admirer? Next week is my birthday. Maybe you can shower me with some more devotion? LOL. For real though. Thank you. So the date on that one was July 21st, 2023. So right off the bat, whenever this person started writing her and calling her goddess, she immediately leaned into it and started hinting for money for a birthday. It feels like this is a setup thing, to be honest. And it's weird that so many people that Gypsy actually responded to and talked to have said they were thankful to like Rachel Garlick, to Christy Blanchard, to people in these Facebook groups and stuff that Gypsy referenced. Like she told this person, hey, the Facebook has changed, had to change some stuff on it. Probably got in trouble again. But it almost feels like there were people screening who was willing to give Gypsy things and then tell her to respond to those people. What do y'all think? Am I reaching there or am I right? I mean, it's really weird and there's words for that. It's words for people who, well, never mind. Maybe y'all know what I'm talking about. We'll see. So like I said, that was July 21st, 2023, and then right under that is what she responded to and it's also July 21st, 2023. So either she saw this email come in and was like, "Oh yeah, that one's on the hook. Will give me stuff, reel it in." Or somebody realized that they were willing to, give her stuff and alerted Gypsy to watch for this email. So inbound to Gypsy. Hi, Gypsy. Heart. I got us, Gypsy. Just wanted to say hello. I see you every once in a while on TV and followed your story for a long time. You look so beautiful. Fire, you really turned out to be a beautiful woman. I'm going to try to send you some money. Hope that's okay, but not sure how this site works. It's complicated. LOL. We'll try to figure it out, Goddess Gypsy. Please add me to your fan club, Goddess. My name is Blank. I live in New Jersey. So, yeah, that's what she responded to right away. And even though I just read it, let's just revisit her response again. She responded to that with, thank you. You're right. I am a goddess. Do you like being talked to like a loyal admirer? Next week is my birthday. Maybe you can shower me with more devotion. LOL. For real though. Thank you. That just it feels ominous to me. And I know Gypsy's her current friends have talked about this and their excuses. Oh, well, don't you know that's a real thing? That's a real thing. Goddesses and pay pigs, like it's called FIND0M, financial domination. And for whatever reason, that's a thing people like to do. Gypsy didn't do nothing wrong. That's what they've said. But yeah, that's what they say about the murder too, that, well, Gypsy just needed help and Nick should have just turned away at the door and ignored all of her pleas and emotional manipulation in spite of the fact that it doesn't seem like he really had the mental toolbox to do that. So yeah, the continued excusing of her behavior here feels ominous somehow. It feels ominous to me. I don't know. Everything about her feels ominous to me, though. Maybe I'm just reaching here. What do y'all think? Then we've got some emails from some people who seem relatively normal, and Gypsy responded with a copy paste asking for them to write parole. And then we get back down to Gypsy and Goddess Person. Outbound from Gypsy. I think I have 5 more days left of quarantine. My roommates are driving me crazy. LOL. Inbound to Gypsy. Hi, my goddess. 5 days will fly. LOL. I just sent the weekly 50 I owe you, goddess. Heart. Thank you for being my goddess. I love being owned by you so much. Let me know if you're going to order me to send you money 2 times a week, like I did this week, or if that was a one-time thing. I will do whatever you tell me, goddess. Love your obedient servant. Blank heart. Gypsy was getting all the money out, but then it seems like something happened because she decided to blow it up here a little bit. And this reminds me of our last video where she blew things up with Jeff by telling him, she was being investigated, telling him, oh, the Italy guy sent a picture. She could half confess some things while defending herself. And Jeff wasn't having it. And he was like, no, 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 you're not going to twist this. So I wonder when we get to this email, this one was outbound from Gypsy September 9th, 2023. I wonder if something happened and she thought that this was about to get exposed to Ryan because this feels like some CYA. Outbound from Gypsy. She says, Blink, I have a question. I can't help but find it curious as to why you offer dollars so freely. What is it you expect from me in return? Everyone always has an intention. May I ask yours? I am married, if that makes a difference. I have talked with my husband and told him of your kindness, and he has questioned your motives. So that is why I ask. So yeah, y'all, I really think that somehow she thought this was going to get outed then or Ryan was going to find out somehow, and she needed to cover her ass by making sure and tell this person that she's married. So let's keep that date in mind. That date was 9/9/2023. 9/11/2023. This comes in inbound from Gypsy. Hi, I was just trying to be nice, but I see you and your husband as a little suspicious. I will not correspond with you anymore. And then outbound from Gypsy, same day, 9/11/2023. I wasn't trying to be rude and asking. My husband just didn't want me to mislead anyone to the wrong impression. I thank you for your kindness. Inbound to Gypsy. This goes back in time. 8:21. Good morning, Goddess. Hi, Goddess. How was your weekend? Finally watched 90 Day Fiancé and it was really good. Not much with Big Ed. He was calm. LOL. Gonna watch it tonight. And then outbound from Gypsy. My weekend was good. I'm playing this game on my tablet. It's called Wonderwood. It's an animal version of Forge Empire. LOL. And then now we're still back in time here to August, and it looks like they didn't write her for a little bit or didn't send her money. Let me look at this date real quick. The date is August 24th, 2023. Let me see. Was that a Friday? It was a Thursday. Okay, August 24th, 2023 was a Thursday. She hadn't heard from them and she's getting worried she might not get her weekly 50. Okay, so August 24th, outbound, Gypsy says, haven't heard from you in a few days. Just wondering how you've been. And then we go to the 25th, which is actually Friday. Outbound from Gypsy. Where's my loyal servant? Smile. She was getting worried. Okay, then they respond on the 25th. Hi, Goddess. Hi, Goddess. Sorry I was busy. Had my grandson the last couple of days. Your loyal servant sent your weekly 50 that I owe you. Gonna watch Flash Saturday night. It's free on HBO. Thank you, Goddess, for referring to me as your loyal servant. That's the first time you acknowledged me as your loyal servant. Heart. Thank you, Goddess. You just made me so excited. Okay, now we're up in time again. So you remember those emails about the husband thing, about Ryan and everything, and they said, I won't talk to you again. Those were 9/11/2023. Now we've got an outbound from Gypsy 9/12/2023, and I'm going to look and see what date that is too. Okay, this one's different. September 12th, 2023 was Tuesday. So it wasn't time for the payment yet. Let me look and see what day of the week she sent the husband email. Husband email went on September 9th. So September 9th would have been on a Saturday. So it would have been right after she got her payment. She asked that question. And by Tuesday, she's already concerned that she fucked it up and she's not going to get her $50 on Friday. Yeah. So let's go back. So to recap, yeah, they told her on the 11th, I see you and your husband as a little suspicious. I won't correspond anymore. And then on the 12th, outbound from Gypsy, she says, you don't get to walk away from your goddess. I want my weekly 50. I am still your goddess and it would please me very much. So another interesting pattern that this shows, besides the fact that Gypsy does not mind a single damn bit to ask for, demand, and grift for money, she'll do anything. I mean, she's doing financial domination goddess stuff here. The other pattern that it shows is Gypsy likes to take a dominant role. We part of the major narrative of why she got the plea deal she did is that she was just dominated so badly by Nick. We see her in dominant role all the time in all the evidence that we're getting. What do y'all think? To me, showing those patterns are part of the reason why these emails are very important, aside from the fact that they're juicy and freaking hilarious. But yeah, we are showing the patterns of this murderer. Get her more deeply convicted in the public eye. That's still good work. It's still worth it, in my opinion, especially when we can make donations off it like we're doing on this channel. Okay, same day, they email her again. This is inbound 9/12/2023. Hi. Hi. I didn't realize you were still married. I knew you got married, but I read that you got an annulment in November. I guess you can't believe everything you read. LOL. Wouldn't have contacted you if I knew you were married. Please apologize to your husband for me. I'm not the type of person who contacts married women. That's disrespectful to you and your husband. I'm sorry, Gypsy. I will not write anymore. I'm sorry. Thanks. Blank. Outbound from Gypsy. Okay, I understand. Thank you. It kind of seems like this person who was doing goddess worship, being a pay pig for, got kind of turned off by the fact that she was married. They thought that the marriage was annulled. And some people are like that. Like they have their fetish, but they still have preferences within that fetish. Like they didn't want to pay pig apparently to just anyone. They wanted to pay pig to a single lady. Very interesting. And then we've got another one that goes back in time here to September 1st. Inbound to Gypsy, it says, Hi, Goddess. Hi, goddess. Your servant sent your weekly $50. Heart, thank you. Praying hands. I watched season one of American Horror Story, but not lately. Is there something good? Didn't know it was still on. LOL. Wow, you're there for 8 years. That's a long time, but I guess like everything, it went fast. Next thing you know, you'll be out 10 years. Time flies. Then Outbound from Gypsy. Yes, American Horror Story is in its 12th season. LOL. The 11th season was so bad, I hated it, but this season looks good. I had a call with Blink and a wonderful publisher. It went great. Very nice people. The publisher will have an offer next week for my book. We have created a like page for followers on Facebook. Type Gypsy Rose Blanchard into pages and like me. Smile. We are expanding public platforms for promotion for the book and the upcoming docu-series. These are not for private use, as whatever is posted is with permission of the network and the book publisher. All handles are at gypsy underscore art underscore Blanchard. That I think the last 2 parts there were copy and paste from some of her other copy and paste emails. Also, it sounds like maybe this person found her without Facebook, like I was surmising earlier. So, did they have an in for Gypsy to know to email them back, or did she just happen to actually read this one when there's so many she clearly ignores? I don't know how JPay works, like if you can see the content of the email in like a preview without opening it or what. And this was inbound to Gypsy. This is still back in time. This is September 1st, 2023. Hi, Goddess. I watched season 9, 1984. I really liked it, although it was considered one of the worst seasons, but I guess 1984 was my time. LOL. That's why I liked it. I'll check Facebook for your site and like it, Goddess. Heart. I guess season 12 starts in October. I saw The Flash over the weekend with really good special effects. It's funny, liking the special effects so much reminds me of Ryan. Send me the coolest graphics, y'all. Inbound to Gypsy. Hi, Goddess. I just transferred 20 stamps to you in case you need them. And then this was outbound from Gypsy on 9/2/2023. Blank. Can I ask my loyal servant for a little extra dollars this weekend? Because I am on quarantine for COVID. I'm in my room with nothing to do for 10 days. So, with a little extra dollars, I could buy some movies on my tablet. Thank you so much. Outbound from Gypsy on 9/11/2023. This is closer to when they had their bust up. Oh, okay. So this is after he said he wasn't going to write her anymore. 9/11/2023. Didn't know she was married. Outbound from Gypsy. She says, "You're welcome to write me or send me gifts. If not, I understand. I had to ask to make my husband feel better. I do have an unmanned friend. She's a sassy goddess. Her name is Blank. She's my roommate who would love a pen pal. Thank you." So, yeah, I found that interesting that she tried to retain them even by moving them on to someone else. Like, I don't know who her roommate was at the end, maybe Amelia, I'm not sure. But she referred to them as a sassy goddess. And yeah, the whole goddess FIND0M thing, that is a real deal. And Gypsy was trying to retain that money some way. I wonder if she got a cut if she sent a pay pig to another goddess. What do y'all think? So, unless there are more scattered out throughout the document that I haven't found, that's all of the goddess emails. And yeah, I just thought that would be very interesting to revisit in light of some of the other things that we've learned. So in 2023, when she was married to Ryan before she got out, she was doing the FINDOM thing with this particular pay pig and probably others. She was talking to Ken behind his back. We know that from both Ryan and from the Prison Confessions series. They talked about how she talked to Ken a couple weeks before she got out. She was talking to Jeff and I think Brian again in 2023, even though Jeff told her off and seemed like he was really going to hold her to account. By 2023, I'm pretty sure that was him that was talking to her again. If I'm wrong, I apologize, but and I'll correct it in a future video, but I'm pretty sure he came around and started talking to her again, and Brian too. Let's see, what else was she doing in 2023? Who else? Who knows? She probably contacted Italy guy Sebastian and all the rest of them in 2023 too. It is wild, y'all. Well, I have some sad news. We lost Biggie yesterday. I went outside and he was belly up under a lily pad, unfortunately. And I don't know what happened. I'm trying to research what I did wrong. I'm hoping that the same fate doesn't happen to Coolio today. I'm trying to move him and figure out what went wrong. But I just want to let y'all know that yeah, our fish palette cleansers won't be on for a while because I'm mourning Biggie and trying to save Coolio. However, we will look at some cats going out, and I hope everyone's having a good day, friends. So I made the mistake of putting my mail on the couch in a stack with my Southern Living magazine at the top, and the cats have decided that that's their Southern Living magazine, and I don't need it.